Today, we are going to discuss main risks involved when it comes to work and personal life misinterpretation, especially if you dive into a new field of business, and you sacrifice yourself so much there that can have serious consequences not just for your productivity, but also your relationships and well-being. Luckily, you can avoid that, and we will share strategies to help you maintain clear boundaries, ensuring a healthier balance in both areas of your life. A lot of times, people jumps into new field of business fully right away, whatever it might be. Some marketing, small businesses like coffee shop, haircuts, or beauty parlor. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but also have negative qualities, the ones we will discuss in a moment. Some of people even dives into that with right approach, dedicates hundreds of hours learning and practice, analyzes market environment, potential business growth, etc. But the thing is, what if all of this doesn't work out? Are you ready for that psychologically and financially? Psychological burnout, depression, addiction, ruined relationships, etc. That's the causes that might wait for you if you will not ready to face the truth. That all of this might never become a reality. I'm not saying that you're gonna fail. What I'm saying, that you have to be ready for both scenarios. And set your mindset in the way that in worst case scenario, I'll be just fine. Some of people quit their jobs, put all their life savings or borrow money for the thing they just started, without accessing the potential risks. Financial risk, market risks, reputational risk, competitive risk, and of course, full baggage of mental health risks. Underestimating the potential risks can leave you feeling a huge potential burden on your shoulders, which also refers as a psychological stress, which might appear due to the fear of failure or rise of financial risks, especially if there are people who depend on you, your family, or simply reputational risk, what others might think if I'm gonna fail. I cannot fail. This is not me, and so on. At first, you might not notice difference in your actions, behavior, or your well-being. But it is not a secret that in the long run, psychological stress damages our health through headaches, digestive issues, and sleep disturbances. It can also cause psychological and emotional strains, including confusion, burnout, anxiety, depression, which leads to decreased productivity, mistakes, and finally, failure. According to the American Psychological Association, untreated chronic psychological stress or stress that's constant and lasts over an extended period of time can result in high blood pressure, weakened immune system, and heart disease. And that's only because you demanded too much from yourself. Sure, to achieve something big, you need to sacrifice a lot, but not blindly. Your actions, behavior, and feelings might be way different when you're working under psychological pressure. Sometimes, in the worst case scenario, people lose so much, even living place, to end up on a street. Ruined relationships, no friends. At the point, they put their goal first and didn't appreciate their current life, people around, and left to be alone. It is way more important than business, money, or anything else in this strange world. Make sure to surround yourself with the right people as well, where you feel right. Wrong people can drain you down and will make you feel used or like worth nothing. Choose your friends wisely also. We will reflect on who you are sooner or later. As was mentioned, diving into a new field of business with your full power is not a bad thing, but you do not have to forget your current life and your health. So if you notice changes in your behavior, including social withdrawal, feelings of sadness, frustration, loss of emotional control, inability to rest, plus some or even most of these signs, it's a sign that you need to give yourself a rest and change your routine. To avoid all these negative factors and to have greater chances at your thing, there is a simple rule. Do not risk your life at your new beginning. Simple and quite important rule. Do not risk too much of your life at the beginning. Your new beginning should be as a side hustle business at the most. Respect your relationships and people around you, have your hobbies, enjoy the process. Do not put yourself into a position where now you see nothing and only work. In your mind, you might think that now I worked almost 24/7 and when finally I'll be rich and wealthy, I can enjoy life. Because that moment might never come. A lot of people live that way. They are in their created future and forget to be in present. Remember that everything you own in this life is time and moment. Do not waste them on waiting for something. Life is happening now and not tomorrow. Secondly, treat your thing correctly. 80 to 90% of new businesses end up in failure. The market is crowded these days and so competitive. To open and maintain new businesses is extremely difficult. But not only that leads to failure. Most of the times, there is lack of planning, poor management, ineffective marketing, lack of researches, cash flow problems, and many more other things. You are not going to open some random businesses somewhere. You need to have an idea, vision, clear and realistic business plan. When it goes development stage, you need to ask yourself why clients should choose you rather than other businesses. There are many others to choose over you, and you must be realistic with that. You have to go through a long road of building process. Finally, your idea becomes true. Even after this much effort, spend money, nothing is promising. You must be better than others, continue to develop, and adjust to changing market conditions, constantly fighting, so to speak. Make sure to give best version of yourself there. If you spend 10 to 20 hours per week there, then make sure those hours brings value. By giving your best version of yourself, you will be sure that you did the best you can, and your mind will be free. Just remember, to achieve something in whatever you are doing requires a lot of work and effort, even though nothing is promising. It is very important to think what you are doing as well. Hard work isn't the answer. Third suggestion of lowering psychological risk: do not care about money. One of the biggest psychological enemy is money, and you need to find a way to not think about them. Erase this topic from your mind. If you do something and you're already counting how much money you're going to make, that is already a red flag. Do not count money which you don't have just yet. Or do not dream about what you're going to buy from money which you are potentially going to earn. Many people make this mistake. I'm going to buy this and that, I'm going to earn this much money, etc. You might think that there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone dreams about something. You might not notice, but it will affect your results through the psychological side. Your mind will think that it's already a half-done thing, and your focus will be gone. You need to keep yourself in peace of mind as much as you can, and unhealthy care about money will not help you. Of course, you need to apply strict risk and money management in any kind of business. For the best results, it's important to optimize your time so that you can be comfortably busy without being overwhelmed. Because sometimes hard work causes decreased productivity, and this is what you need to avoid. Whatever you're going through in your life, do not forget to eat well-balanced regular meals, exercise regularly, get enough fresh air to clean your mind, get plenty of rest, practice relaxation techniques, and do not consume alcohol or drugs to lower stress. Healthy lifestyle equals healthy mental health. If you still feel overwhelmed or stressed, it is recommended to see a professional. We will help you to find and work on your triggers. That would be it for this topic. I hope it was worth of your time and you found it useful. Consider subscribing to this channel, and your like would be much appreciated.